I would end up going to other clubs and stand in the doorway to hear the music because I knew I wasn't allowed in. But the club owners liked me, so they would go, "Little Georgie, come over here. Sit in this seat right in the corner and don't move a muscle.
Right.
You'll be all right. Anything you want to drink, Coca-Cola." So I would get a chance to hear and see the superstars of our time, the organ trios,
sure.
Johnny Hammersmith, Jimmy Smith, Wild Bill Davis, and people like that, and Jack McDuff who came through, and later Jimmy McGriff and people like that, and Groove Holmes and people like that. So it was quite an ear-opening experience.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, what's next for you, Mr. Groovy?
Hello, I'm Roy Ayers, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I was born in Los Angeles, California, September 10th, 1940. The world is mine because I love traveling, and I love performing music and playing music and seeing people appreciate my music. So it's been a great stimulant for me. So many hip-hop artists started sampling my music, and it sounds different. Guru of Jazzmatazz. I did the Jazzmatazz with him, and I toured with him and Donald Byrd. It was a very delightful experience because in those particular crowds that came out to see us perform in Europe as well as the USA, the people were young and old. Some people don't like their music sample. Somebody sampled one of my songs, Everybody Loves Sunshine. That's probably the most sampled song of all in samples. It's been sampled by more hip-hop artists than any other song. I'm sorry? It's really an amazing thing when you have a song that's sampled as much as it is by the R&B and the hip-hop crowd and whatever. It's just a wonderful thing. So I feel as though, I feel different than a lot of people that feel about sampling. I just feel good about it because they're sampling my music, and it makes me feel wonderful. And I get paid for it to be part of this happening. There's something that propels me and projects me to keep on going, to keep on trying, to keep on producing, to keep making music, to keep thinking about positive things, to keep thinking. I always try to deliver a positive message in my music. I sing songs about the sunshine, something that we all need. I sing songs about searching, something that we all must be doing. So there's a lot of things that you have to think about out here in life to keep you safe, and to be what we call free.
So, what's next for you, Mr. Groovy?
If I didn't have music, I wouldn't even want to be here. It's my escape where there is no escape. Do you understand that?
I just do my best, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of greats that I learned from. There's a lot of cats that was just nasty. Like, when you think about it, you could bring it back to the days of Busy B. Like, there was always a story in rhymes, you know what I'm saying? Even if it may seem to be more freestyle-y or tend to be more written rhymes, there may be a story in the middle of the verse, like, you know what I'm saying?
I can catch myself off guard, like, you wanna keep the story interesting, like, as soon as somebody thinks they know what you're gonna say, that's part of the essence of rhyming, is to keep everybody kinda off guard.
Some MCs have put whole stories. Slick Rick and them started coming out with the whole song is one story, you know what I mean? Started to be more organized. Of course, Slick Rick is one of my favorite MCs.
What they think might be there is not there, but it still makes sense in another way. It keeps the story interesting, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you can match wits with, it's almost like keeping a good conversation with the listener, where you can match wits with them. It makes it more fun to me. So I try to keep it as entertaining for somebody else who will be listening to it down the line, even, like, it puts a sense of longevity to the record as well.
I'm sure people over here appreciated it when it came out. So I could go on and on. Even Curtis Blow has some story rhymes. Run DMC, kick back and cheap inside my locker, go to school every day. Because you can see him. When you can envision just before the days of video, so you had to envision what you were hearing in your imagination. So, the story part of it was very, very entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Passing it to a friend is like a good book.
Alright, yo, it's a super villain. Back at you, y'all know how it is.
So, what's next for you, Mr. Groovy?
What about your hair now? You've done all this hair. How long did this take to get your hair done? Part of the African
culture, and it's called African Braiding. And the person, well, she's gonna love this. Her name is Malakia.
Well, it looks fantastic. I can tell you that.
Is he blind? Is he blind? No. How many fingers do I have? Three. The one thing that was incredible with Motown is that they had what was called artist development, and the creator has in mind a plan for all of us. I don't know about too much later on.
I mean, I know when I heard Ray Charles first time, I didn't know he was blind. But boy, when I found he was, I went out and bought all his records. No, I'm kidding you. No, but he was a talented man. All the Neil Sedaka stuff, you know. I like that a lot. There's been many influences. I like Five Blind Boys. I like the Stable Singers, you know.
Sorry, who's wrong with that?
Of course, that's my heart. You know, Marvin really opened the door in the real sense to dealing with the real situations. I mean, really busting it out. I think he and Bob Dylan are really the ones who really went right to the throat.
You had a teacher that said, forget music, Stevie, there's no future in it for you. Is that right?
So, what's next for you, Mr. Koza?
Well, I can say I just created it, and I'm honored that the public enjoy what I do. I couldn't explain why, the anatomy of why it happens.
There's a formula?
Not that I know of. I use my heart. I put my heart in it.
You put your heart in?
Yeah. I appreciate them enjoying my music and what I do. I create right from the heart. There's no chemistry that I know of. I just project what I feel.
Where do you think the gift came from?
God. To continue writing songs and more platinum and triple platinum and making history and breaking records. I'm happy that the public enjoy what I do, and I'll continue to put my heart into my work. I'm very thankful. The biggest influence for me was the 60s. The Motown and the Beatles and the Carpenters. And I don't know if all that had a big influence on me. I'm sure it did. And I just project how I feel. What's inside of you? You do it. And I like creating magic.
So, what's next for you, Mr. Koza?